Welcome to Lyric Lab Poetry. This video is part 3 of videos that have been exploring the sonnets. We looked at, in part 1, at the Petrarchan sonnet, and in part 2 we explored the Shakespearean sonnet. And in this video we are looking at the postmodern version of what a sonnet is. And I think that we should really start with modernist thinking, because what postmodernism does is continue to push the envelope of postmodern experimentation. You can reinvent, you can reframe, you can reimagine what a sonnet is. It doesn't have to be a poem about love, it could be a poem about hate, it could be a poem about politics, you could talk about race, gender. Oh, there's a good idea. Why don't you write a 21st century poem about love that challenges this heteronormative version of the sonnet? Because let's face it, for the last 800 years, more or less, 99% of the poetry in the sonnet form that's been written is about heterosexual love. Actually, I would challenge myself on that. If I look at some of Shakespeare's sonnets, I think they're clearly about love. And I really mean romantic love between two men. Go and check them out. The Victorians didn't want us to talk about this at all. So I think I would like you to experiment and play with the sonnet form. One thing that Edna St. Vincent Millay did really well was to create a kind of hybrid form of the Petrarchan and the Shakespearean sonnet. So you could play with that. You might need to go back to those earlier videos and look at the structure of the Shakespearean and Petrarchan form in order to do that. And you can find lots of resources online. Here are a couple of ideas to continue this exploration in the postmodern age. Take an earlier poem by Shakespeare or Edna St. Vincent Millay, or by anyone in fact. You could go and find a Robert Frost poem or Seamus Heaney poem that is a sonnet, and create a new poem by erasing some of the words in that original version. You could use some form of constraint. For example, write a poem that uses a digital or generative constraint. So, for example, autocomplete, hashtags, or predictive text to create your sonnet. Or, as I said, you could create a hybrid version of the form. I think it's a good idea for the purposes of this poetry prompt to stick to a 14-line poem, but you could explode that on the page. It doesn't need to be one stanza. You could break it down into its constituent parts and create different stanzas. So, for example, in the Shakespearean kind of version, there's a 3-part structure. You could create, 3 4-line quatrains, create 3 quatrains, and then the closing couplets. But I think it's important to have very clear parameters for this poetry prompt, this postmodern poem. It's not really enough for me just to tell you to go and write a modern love poem with 14 lines. So I want you to write a poem about an object that is imbued with meaning for the speaker. And I'm going to give you one example. It's about a door handle. How on earth can you write a love poem about a door handle? I lived and worked in Altadena for 6 years, and very recently, a few months ago, the neighborhood was destroyed during the wildfires here in Southern California, in Los Angeles County. I went back to my old neighborhood and saw the devastation. Because of very strict building codes in LA County, which are there for a reason, they're there because of earthquakes, most of the houses, of the dwellings, are built of wood. So all you see when you return to this scarred landscape is, blackened, charred remains and concrete bases of where the houses used to stand. And then these monolithic structures, chimney stacks, rows and rows of chimney stacks. It's very eerie and very weird. When I went back there, I bumped into a neighbor who had lost their home, and they were carrying the door handle to their house. It was the one thing that had not burned, that had not melted, that had not been destroyed by the fire. And he was making a joke about this, saying, well, what on earth am I going to do with this thing? And I suddenly thought, well, here's the basis for a poem. This door handle is imbued with meaning. So many times he would have come home from work, would have come home from being out at the store, would have returned home feeling fatigued or tired after a long day's work, and used that door handle to enter into the world of home, the world of belonging, of love. And I felt at that moment that actually is the beginning of a poem there. So I want you to take any object and I want you to imbue it with meaning for the speaker, but keep this a contemporary version of the sonnet. So 14-line poem that explores love the postmodern way. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please do click the like button and the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything to do that, but it really helps the channel to grow. You can also support the channel in other ways. You can go to the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below the video. There's also a link there to my Patreon page. So thank you very much for watching. I'll be back soon with more poetry content.